Take the hit. Dana White making his way into... Dana White! Yes!
And Matt, is Matt with him? Yes.
What's up, Dana? What's up, Matt?
Hi, Matt.
Jim, man.
What's going on, bud?
What's
up, guys?
What's
up,
man?
Chris.
All right.
How are you?
What's up, buddy?
We haven't seen Dana in a while.
I know, it's been a minute, huh?
It's been a minute or two. You look great, sir.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
What's going on? This is early.
It is early. Feels like I just landed.
Did you really?
Last night. I came in last night about 11:30.
All right.
What's up, brother?
Hi, buddy. What are you doing here besides promote?
That's it. That's all we're doing. When you come to New York, you work and eat.
Yeah.
I got a food tour.
I went about that court case you guys just lost. I was really annoyed. It was like a smaller and a blurb in the paper, but there was like a court case that, just is that more New York nonsense?
This place is ridiculous.
It is, right?
It's ridiculous.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. You should be.
There you go.
It's funny. You got to turn the knob. Matt thought he was hurt. I don't know. It's an old injury. No, just turn the knob.
I got you.
Am I supposed to be hearing
Yeah, guys, good to see you. I'm
Good to see you, buddy.
Oh, man.
New York is ridiculous, Dana White.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, the UFC has become mainstream, and we all know that. It's now on Fox, and they're still fucking keeping you out.
It's insane, man. And, our buddy there, who has been blocking us the whole time is now going to jail. And, I'm not going to say that I'm the smartest guy in the world, but I've been saying this guy was a bad guy for 8 years.
Yeah.
And then finally he ends up going to, and here we are. We're still not in here, but.
Well, the union still, I mean, whoever, if the guy after him, whoever it is, they still depend on the union probably.
Yes, they
so
do.
it's like,
That's it.
it doesn't matter who's there.
It's embarrassing for us because, the UFC is everywhere. It's everywhere.
I mean,
It's everywhere.
So blatant.
I just joined the UFC gym across the street from my house in Brooklyn.
My man.
Yes,
Right.
taking boxing conditioning classes like a real girl. Just running around like
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, they give him a little whistle to carry around and blow it if someone
fucking run
bothers him.
around. Oh my God!
What other states aren't you in America?
This is it, man.
New York
Oh
is
my
it.
God.
New York.
New York.
Fuck. Isn't that amazing?
That's embarrassing.
Jesus.
That's embarrassing.
In the world, there's two places. It's New York and France.
In France?
Yeah.
Why in France? Is they giving the same reasons or?
Nah, it's just, at the end of the day, it's all political. At the end of the day, it's all political. And
What
I'm over it, man. I'm over it,
Well, we like going to Jersey to check it out.
That's
so.
it.
Yeah, I'm
So
going Saturday. It's crazy. It's like it's literally it's 10 minutes outside the city. So
It's right there.
You
It's
make
basically
you make
New
a
York.
bunch of them. I just saw you in Vegas.
Yeah.
How many do you make?
I usually go to 2 a year, 3 maximum, because it's the only thing I do that's not work related that I'll actually travel to and go.
Nice. That's a real fan.
I wanted to go out to Vegas. I said, you know what? I got 13 seconds to kill. Why not just go and watch it? Oh my God.
For the McGregor.
That one hurt me. That one hurt. I love Aldo and Moo. That was ugly.
Yeah, who saw that coming?
But that was exciting, though.
Oh, man.
That was still an exciting 13 seconds.
The energy at the Conor McGregor fights, man, with all the Irish there, and it's so awesome. It's so fun.
Do you? And Aldo's complaining now. He's like, he won't fight anybody unless it's Conor McGregor. He wants to fight me because he probably is ready to fight.
Well, the problem is that's what everybody's saying now. From from flyweight to heavyweight, they all want to fight Conor McGregor.
Right.
It's the money fight.
Does he deserve another title shot, Aldo, or was it like he was beaten so badly that they're going to make him wait?
It's one of those things. We made the fight the first time, and he got hurt and had to pull out. Then we made it again, and it ended in 13 seconds. It's tough to make that fight again right away. Plus, Conor wants to be a 2-belt champion, so he wants to fight Dos Anjos, which is a crazy. I mean, if you look at that guy, he's an animal. Look what he did to Cowboy Cerrone. Look what he did to Ben Henderson. Look what he did to Anthony Pettis.
Yeah.
And now Conor wants to fight this guy. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm very impressed that he volunteered to take that
Right.
fight. He could have done a lot simpler things.
Absolutely.
Than go after that guy.
Yep.
Brutal.
He's exciting, though. I like that he shit talks, too.
Oh,
I'm a big fan of that. I don't know where you're at with that type of stuff, but as a fan, I love when these guys shit talk a little bit.
But it's not even about shit talk with this guy. His mental warfare game is better than anything I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And how he gets in guys' heads immediately and very intelligent, calculated. Conor McGregor's a very interesting guy.
Yeah. And he backs it up, too. It's
He
not
sure
like
does.
he talks
Yes, he
it all
does.
and he gets his ass kicked. He's in there and he pulls through.
And he calls the round.
He does
in which
call
he
the
will
round.
beat the guy.
Yeah.
When you come out and you say that you're gonna finish Jose Aldo in under 4 minutes of the first round, That you think is shit talk.
Yeah.
Until he goes out and does it.
And then he does it.
Jeez.
I felt bad for Aldo, though. Like, even if he loses the fight, just as a fighter, I'm sure that's a humiliating way to lose to a
that's
guy
gotta
you
suck.
hate. Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, just because you feel like you go through that whole camp and then you feel like you just didn't you didn't fight. So, but shit happens.
Aldo should take other fights before that, then, I guess, and realize, like, look, I did get knocked out in 13 seconds. Maybe I got to throw a couple of fucking other fights
He's
first.
gonna have to make an example of somebody to make a case for it.
Yeah, because who'd want to go see it? People. I mean, I would, but most people. But you know what I mean. But a lot of people wouldn't want to go.
Of course.
Would want to go see it.
I like the sportsmanship too. I just want to acknowledge that, but
I do
also,
too.
But also,
Well, it's the mix of everything. If everybody talks shit,
Right, of course.
it'd be whatever. If everybody was really nice,
it's kind of
you
fun.
gotta have a mix.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun when the fighters don't like each other at times.
No doubt about it.
The whole Misha Tate, Ronda Rousey thing. She was just in here still talking about Ronda.
Yeah.
She does not like Ronda Rousey.
Right.
Respects her ability, she said on the show, but doesn't like her as a person.
Her versus Holm is an interesting fight, also.
Who's that? Yeah.
Holly Holm.
Yeah, Holly was in here for the first time.
Styles make fights, man, and that stylistically, that's a tough fight.
Yeah, you think?
Oh yeah,
definitely, 100%. Even the fact that Ronda, even though she's phenomenal in grappling, like her judo could neutralize Misha's wrestling, but now Misha. Holly's got to worry about all like the low singles and doubles that Ronda does not do.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, to close the distance. That she wasn't worried about Ronda shooting in. She's worried about the clinch with Ronda, which she was very able to nullify.
Okay.
So with Misha does more wrestling, so that's going to be difficult for her to set up her shots without getting single legged. And I'm excited about it.
No, it's true. So as Holly goes to throw the punches that she threw on Ronda, she's got to worry about that. The momentum moving forward because Misha's going to come in and double leg her, or like you said, low single and get her to the ground. And
right,
Misha's a very stylistically a very tough fight for Holly.
And that's the co-main event for the McGregor Dos Anjos. And it's funny, I accidentally said undercard. Oh, they were not happy when I accidentally said undercard. I didn't mean it like that. But I think we're all here to talk about what Mark Hunt. I want Mark Hunt to have a title shot.
We're all here to
I
talk
love
about
Mark Hunt. I fucking love Mark Hunt. He's like my favorite person.
He's fun to watch.
Oh my God, is he fucking scary.
And what he's accomplished at his age is
how old is he?
Phenomenal. The guy's like 38 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I want him to. I just want to watch Mark Hunt fight all day. I don't know why. He's that little
awesome.
squat man makes me very happy.
Why do you like him so much?
I don't know, because he's such a little fire plug in a tank, and he's just such a. And he's lost to who did he lose to? Is it Travis Brown that beat him when they were kind of going?
Verdum. He did lose to him and Verdum. He was dominating Verdum, and then Verdum caught him with that knee to the face.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is too about Mark Hunt is he's if you look at him, he looks like this, this fat dude. But let me tell you what, he has this, these walk-off home run KOs that he hits you with. He'll hit you with a punch, and when it lands, he knows he's knocked you out, and he'll just walk away as you crumble. It's one of the coolest things you'll ever see.
Nice, very cool.
Yeah, and he's got little short, they look like fat legs, but they're not fat legs.
Right. He kicks you with one of those, you're done.
Yeah, I like him a lot, and I always root for him. Verdum and Cain Velasquez got hurt again, right?
Yeah.
What happened to him?
And Verdum.
Yeah, he's got problems with the disc in his back, so he's actually going to have surgery. But the good part is it's not going to be long. He'll probably after the surgery he'll need 4 weeks to recover. So
okay.
That's good. That's good news.
I can't imagine being a UFC fighter with a disc problem.
Yeah,
I know. I had tendonitis in my elbow.
A radio host with a disc problem.
I have to fucking work on it all the time. I can't imagine being a fighter with this horse shit.
I wonder how they fight through things, because my tendonitis, believe it or not, I talked about it a lot, and people didn't really want to hear it. No one gave a shit, but I couldn't stop. I can't lift, guys, and no one cared. 8 months, I couldn't lift weights.
It takes some time.
I remember I massaged your elbow, remember?
That is
when you came in?
That is true. Yes.
I used to be a physical therapist.
Yes.
So now I'm a UFC gym member.
You got any aches? He'll rub it out
I'll rub
right
it
now.
out. Anybody needs rubs?
You got it?
Nothing?
Need anything?
You're rubbing things out this
I
morning?
can rub things out. I can rub things out. That's what I do.
I didn't know you coached Wahlberg in boxing. When he was doing Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with that film.
Isn't that all? That movie is so. Just look at the talent.
Yes.
Just look at the talent that movie created.
Yes.
You know,
It brought
everybody in that
back.
movie became a huge star. Yeah.
What's better than Philip Seymour Hoffman and that fucking shirt where his little gut is hanging
It's
out?
so awesome. That movie. So yeah, I was with Wahlberg when that movie was coming out. I saw that movie 30 times before it did. You know,
Right.
we did the premiere here and there, and yeah, I lived with Wahlberg for like. God, we lived together for like 4 months.
And what, were you there at the premiere? I heard Burt Reynolds melted down at the premiere or something and didn't think like that he didn't like the movie when he first saw it. Like, Burt Reynolds really had a problem with the movie, and then it became like really successful, and he was like, "Oh, okay."
Relaunched his career.
Yeah, but was he not happy with it, dude?
Not that I knew of.
Okay.
No, I
Did he have a cock double?
Yeah, I would love to know that too.
If that good-looking fuck really's hung like that, we should fucking kill him.
That's it's just not fair,
You know
right?
that last
It's
shot
not
when he
fair.
whips his dick out?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was. It's so funny. I didn't know what to do in the movie. Like I was in the theater, and I was with a girl, and she's like, "Why did you just jump up and clap and yell yummy?" I'm like, "I was joking, joking."
Yo, yummy.
So can he box?
he could box.
Yeah.
Wahlberg can box.
So you had to
He's a
live.
great athlete. That kid can do anything.
You had to live with him for 4 months.
Yeah.
So you just. How does that work?
I lived with him in Hollywood in his house.
Oh,
And,
so he invites you right into his home,
Yeah.
not down the street or anything. You're literally living in the house with him.
Yeah, it was, we
How
kind
weird
of
is
had
that?
a Boston connection. A friend of ours hooked us up, and he was looking for somebody to train him for that movie, and he said, "You should do it with Dana White." So he called me up, and I went out and
pretty cool.
lived with him.
We
Was he
trained in 5
wild,
days.
dude? Wahlberg?
Actually, at that point in his life, he was pretty mellow, man. He was a hard worker. You know, you don't do all the things that Wahlberg's done and not work hard.
True.
You know, the guy was a hard worker.
Yeah.
How much of this did you watch the film being shot? Were you actually on set when it was being shot at all?
No, I actually hooked up with him right when it was about to launch. So he was doing all the PR,
Okay.
and doing the premieres for it.
He's a really interesting guy. Like he was this tough kid from Boston, like probably born to be a criminal, and then just turned things around. And you know,
After the Funky Bunch.
but it was weird. Like that's
How
not
did he
something.
come back? He was actually in the Funky Bunch.
Yes.
And now he's in phenomenal movies. Did you ever see Ted 2? You ever see Ted?
have not.
Listen, I must be an idiot. I rent that thing at every hotel I go to. I rent Ted 2.
I've never seen
What am
it.
I, a child?
Nah.
You know,
No,
it's
it's a
funny.
good
It's about the dirty talking, Seth
Yeah.
MacFarlane, the dirty
Yeah.
talking teddy bear.
Teddy bear.
It's filthy.
I saw the first one, and I loved it, but I had no desire to see the second one. You're
Listen,
telling me that the second one is good.
Listen, I'm
I'm gonna watch it tonight, then.
2 thumbs up. I enjoyed it.
thumbs up
That's
for
still-
Ted
that's still-
too.
that's still so
thumbs
bad.
up.
2 thumbs up. Yeah. Are those guys that both dead?
All right, Matt. So what kind of a film do you watch that really gets you like emotional? There's got to be one you watch.
Well, not
that really
Ted-
gets you-
well, Ted 2 doesn't
That's
get me
what I'm saying.
emotional.
But what do you watch that you're like, oh man, that's really moving and lovely?
Moving and lovely. You know, I'm a big fan of the Rocky movies. You know,
We're talking rom-coms, though, Matt.
we're talking about what?
Rom-coms.
But that's a man's answer. That's what a
I know
fucking
it
real
is.
man
Yeah.
says. What makes you
What?
cry? Fucking
Rocky? Remember
yeah.
Rocky's breaking down over Mickey and stuff?
Oh,
I
man,
have to flick the.
That's some
flick it.
Italian
Yeah, I can't
shit
watch
right there. Hey, yo,
And
Rocky,
he's doing that.
Rocky made me cry. You know what I mean?
Oh, we got more to do. And I'm like, oh, I got to flip the channel, honey.
I know, and everybody knows they don't do the walkout at the same time. What horse shit that was? They're not going to meet on the steps. When does that ever happen?
Yeah, I think they just ran into. Well, now I'm making excuses for it. I think they were just running into each other.
And Mickey
Mickey's
had
having
no
a heart
friends.
attack.
That made me cry when Mickey had 4 people at his wake. I'm like, what the fuck happened to Mickey?
Nobody's there for Mickey.
No, it was just
no
Rocky and his wife.
friends.
3 people went to his wake. Everybody else was busy.
He must have been a real
cry again.
And it's funny how he always, Paulie's interesting because the guy was the biggest asshole.
Yeah.
And it's his best friend, and he's fucking in every movie. He's doing something. Once he's taking the watch, he's throwing it on the floor. He's breaking the pinball machine. He sees with Rocky on it. He's just such a prick. But he always brings him. He's like that friend that like in Hot Tub Time Machine. You ever see like you have a friend that's an asshole? He's Rocky's asshole.
Here's
And he was in all the movies until.
Well, that's his brother-in-law. Everybody's got that brother-in-law,
but before
right?
that, he's
Yeah,
like,
he has to
set him up.
He has to be with him. It's his brother-in-law.
That is true. But before that, They were friends.
The rule of thumb is
That's how
this.
he got in Adrian's
If I
pants.
get you a watch and you break it and I try to pick it up and you kick it across the garage, I'm fucking done with it. There's no coming back from that.
Expensive. You know, but Paulie was great.
He likes throwing shit, though. You remember in the first one, he took the turkey and he threw it out the window?
Yeah, dude, he hit Hulk Hogan. He did with the fucking ladder. I don't sweat you. That was great.
He hit him with a chair.
Oh, he hit him with ladder. What the hell was that?
Yeah, he took a punch to the face.
It was still funny, Matt. It was still funny.
That was
So-
great.
So you like the Rocky movies? Did you see
I love
Creed?
the Rocky movies. The truest thing, I saw Creed. I can get to that in a second if you want.
Yes.
It's all right. Everybody's like, oh, it's so great. I'm like, it's all
It was
right.
just okay.
The Rocky movies, you know what really is true about life? And I said this before, and it really just, who's here? Who's married here? Besides myself? Okay, then Opie's
I got a
probably
kid.
not going to agree with
That's
this.
it.
Yeah, you have kids. That's
I'm a
awesome.
kid, not married. I'm an asshole, bad Catholic.
That's
I'm sorry, Jesus.
But listen, Adrian is the truest thing in the Rocky movies. The truest thing. Now, let me tell you about that. They're dating. Quiet as a church mouse. A little cute. A little, oh, you want the turtles? Thank you, Rocky. After that, they get married. Rocky 2, she's not a total bitch, but you shouldn't be fighting. I'm not really into it, but honey, I got to pay for the house. All right, win type of thing. Third one. You got Rocky, you're running on the beach. What's your problem? You're fucking like a sissy. She's getting mouthy, The fourth one, what a bitch. And then the fifth one, she died by the fifth one. Each one, her balls grew to the point of they're married for that long. I don't know. All the married guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. Sure. Opie's laughing the most. Jim's just like, this is the why the fuck
Well, no,
I'm
I'm
single.
just thinking about
You're thinking you did the right fucking thing.
Am I not getting married?
the hug on the beach when him and Apollo were running and he finally wins and they hug in the water. It was a nice moment.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
she
the way.
was just a fucking downer.
She absolutely changed through all
She was
those
so
movies.
great in the
That's
fucking
funny.
pet
I've
shop.
never heard that one
in
before.
the pet shop, she was awesome.
Yeah, but not when she made
They
it about
don't say
herself.
like
in
that.
part,
My wife's awesome. Besides mom, I'm saying about other
Besides
people.
your wife, right,
Yeah,
Matt?
in part 2, she makes it about herself. Remember
Yeah,
that? She
exactly.
fucking collapses on the pet food. It's like, come on, get up. He's going to fight to fight.
Fucking walk it off.
By 5, she was a real twat. Is what Matt-
twat. Oh,
is what
forget
Matt's
about
saying.
it.
So what is Fight Pass that you're a part of? I haven't asked about that. Not a Fight Pass. What's the name of the show that you're doing?
Looking for a
you're
fight.
Looking for a fight.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, came up with this concept where if you guys took a trip with your buddies and you were going to a football game or a fight or whatever, you go to whatever town it's in, you take in whatever is local there to do, you go to the local restaurants, and then you go to your event, whether it's a fight or whatever. That's basically what we do. We go to these different cities where they have small shows. We check out what fun there is to do in that city and check out the restaurants, and then we go to the fights.
Oh, okay. So you're not looking. It's not like you're out finding like young fighters. You're actually just showing the stuff that you do before the fight.
Yeah, we do. We look for young fighters too. Like right here, we're looking this kid Sage Northcutt.
Yeah.
We found him, and he's actually fighting this weekend, live and free on Big Fox.
Nice.
And it's fun. We have a good time. We cruise around. We check out all these different places, different restaurants, and we go to the fights.
What's he like 7-0? He's undefeated, right?
Yeah, this kid's undefeated. Yep.
Good kid.
Is it mostly it's MMA though?
No, we go to MMA shows, small MMA shows.
Okay, 'cause
this one that you're looking at here, we went to Philly,
Yeah.
and then we went to Atlantic City, and
All right, because Anthony Bourdain is doing something slightly in that way, but he's traveling the world and he's finding what type of fighting they do in the local area.
With MMA?
Jiu-jitsu.
It's not MMA. That's why I was asking.
oh,
So-
but he's doing fights.
yeah, but it's weird, like the weird customs and the weird fights they have overseas. Did you see the one in Istanbul where they fight in leather pants and olive oil?
No,
What?
And they take
Christmas.
They take it really.
That's what happens for me.
That's why I was asking, because every area has a different way of how they fight, and in Turkey you got to look this shit up online. It's fucking weird. They fight in leather pants, no shirt, and a lot of olive oil, and they take it really serious, and they put their hands down each other's pants and everything.
Oh my God.
And
Are
they,
you sure
and
this
they-
wasn't some
and they're
porno
saying-
you watched by mistake? Leather pants, hands down the pants, you win.
Find the clip, and they're saying it's not gay. That
How do you win?
It's their sport. There it
How
is.
do you lose?
Turkey wrestling documentary.
It's
How
called-
do you lose?
Do you see any?
That's how you win. How do you lose?
Look at this. They
Do you
pour
see
each
any
other
talent
oil.
here yet?
Look at this.
It's
That's
turkey
me.
oil wrestling, and they swear it's not a gay thing. They take it very seriously.
I think these guys will sell tickets.
I beg to differ.
But they have to.
Hey, it's Orlovsky.
Oh, look at Saddam Hussein on steroids.
I think I saw
Saddam.
Is that what happened?
I wanted to make sure, Dana, you weren't doing this. Okay.
Oh,
We're
my
looking
God.
for
Yeah,
upcoming talent in the UFC. I don't.
They got
I think
it
it's
right here.
Purple nurpled him right there.
They got it.
This
show.
guy, you got to get this guy. Look at his back.
It is weird, though, man.
It's a weird sport.
Oh my God! Imagine that guy in ISIS.
Anthony Bourdain just did a quick clip on it, but there's a whole documentary online. They're not fucking around, man. They're dead serious, but it's so strange that it's leather pants and a lot of oil.
I think there's a very good chance if we're ever in Turkey, we're not visiting this place.
No, some of these guys are probably great fighters. If you can grapple in oil.
You know Nick the Tooth's going to want to do this.
Nick the Tooth.
We got one other guy with us.
Who is that?
This surfing type weirdo. He's like the Kramer of the show. We just abuse him.
Nick the Tooth is a surfer type. I thought he was from the Gambino crime family.
Yeah, so in this show we got the as East Coast as you can get with this one, and we got as West Coast as you can get with Nick.
You
Nick's
just
the kid I
offended
grew up with.
the whole West Coast by saying that.
That's Nick
Once
the
they
Tooth.
see Nick the Tooth.
They're like, not us.
Oh man.
The food angle. What kind of food you guys eat? Anything?
Geno's.
This place is a
Oh,
Geno's.
Geno's.
Well,
It's the
Geno's,
best.
I know, because my whole family, I married into the Philly world. I know Geno's.
Geno's in Philly, and Nick, this guy, that's Nick the Tooth right there.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
He's a vegan. Yeah. Oh, just so people know, so what we did was, the UFC is global now, and we're pretty much everywhere except France and New York, and
Ridiculous.
And we can this show is on YouTube.
Yeah.
So everybody can watch it. It's on YouTube. Dana White looking for a fight, and it's on YouTube.
Oh, I gotta check this out. I didn't know about this until today.
Yeah, and pretty much in every episode, Matt Serra gets in a fight with somebody. So some jerk off. We run into some jerk off that Matt gets into a fight with in every episode.
It's only the pilot and the first episode too so far. But but they are legit jerk offs. You could watch yourself. And, Jim, watch and tell me if you say, all right, this guy deserved it because the guy was a jerk off.
Does he bring you to all the Pinkberries around the country? You still doing the Pinkberry?
I haven't been to Pinkberry in a while.
Okay, all right, I'll stop with that shit.
And the guy we saw in this first episode, Randy Brown, this tough kid from Brooklyn, he's fighting actually this weekend on Fight Pass.
Which one is he?
Randy
Black guy
Brown,
like
Is he
that?
tough.
Black dude or
Yeah,
light
black
The
guy.
black
But that's
dude?
not him right there.
Okay.
No, he's later on in the episode.
Oh, my God.
And we found him in the Atlantic City Ring of Combat, and he actually beat one of my guys, so he's real good.
Wait, is this guy?
But,
And Sage
no,
Northcutt
that's
looks like a
not him.
model. That's a smart. If he's a great fighter, that's going to bring a lot of women to the table too to watch him. I thought that. I'm like, what a smart marketing.
Is that kid unbelievable, man?
I haven't really
You guys got to, pull up on the YouTube thing. Pull up the Sage Northcutt flip. Watch the flip that this kid does. It doesn't even seem real.
All right, let's look this up.
If you ever talk to that guy, it's like talking to one of the Brady Bunch. This kid Sage, what a nice, golly gee type nice.
Oh, right.
Am I wrong? Like he's just unbelievable.
That's him?
Look at this flip. This
Look at
kid.
this kid. Ready? Look
Oh,
at
my
the guy.
God. Wow.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
I'd never seen that until that.
That's pretty impressive.
Right?
The kid's a freak, man, in a good way.
Is he a good fighter? I don't know anything about Sage.
Nah, he's good.
awesome.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's
He's like
kicking ass
19
so
years
far.
old.
I really don't know.
He's a
about
kid. He's
19
kicking
years
ass.
old. He's fought 3 times in 3 months.
Wow.
So every time this kid fights, he destroys somebody, and then he'll call me back up and goes, "I want to fight again."
Wow.
So he wants to fight. He's fought 3 times before he's 20 years old.
How do you do
in the
that?
UFC?
You got so many fighters probably calling you all the time, like, "Hey, man,
Well, what's
How do
great
you- how
about
do you
this
handle
show?
that?
What's great about this show? First of all, Matt is so unbelievable at looking and breaking down talent. And actually, what's funny is we just did the fights to get into the house for the Ultimate Fighter, and I was with Matt the other day, and we're watching this fight in Houston, Texas, and you were showing me about how you could take the back.
Yeah, exactly. The
I
guillotine.
saw it happen from the high guillotine.
Yeah,
I saw it happen 3 times, and I'm
Yeah,
sitting there, and now it seems like I know what I'm talking about during the fight. But seriously, I saw it happen 3 times. So to sit down and watch all these different fights with somebody like Matt, and then when a guy loses, Matt will go backstage and walk through and show these kids what they missed and what you
very
should have
cool.
done. And it's a fun show.
nice."
Yeah, and this is the kid right here, Randy Brown.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's
Randy Brown.
Randy Brown's from Brooklyn. He's fighting this weekend in Newark.
He also looks like the Subway slasher that's been on the loose on the Daily News. So just watch out if you don't see him at the UFC fight. Just
he's not kidding. It's on the front page of our paper
I'm not
today.
touching that one.
Yeah, leave that one alone.
Hey, what about John Jones? Before I forget,
Yeah.
is he? There was rumors he was going to fight again, or what's going on with John Jones?
No, John Jones. So when this fight pulled out, John Jones said, "Hey, how about me and Stipe Miocic fight for the interim heavyweight title?" And I said, let's just wait for you and Cormier. Him and Cormier are going to fight later on this year.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good.
What about Floyd Mayweather? Why is he always mixing it up with fighters from the MMA? What's that all about?
Floyd had something to say about Conor. And, me and Floyd go way back.
I know
so
you guys
Floyd
do.
started talking shit about me, too. It's just, we're in the fight business. That's what everybody forgets. We're in the fight business, and stuff gets nasty sometimes.
What did he say about Conor? I mean, how could he not like Conor?
Well, it wasn't that he didn't like Conor. He said the reason that everybody likes Conor and doesn't like him is because it's racist.
All right. So he's right.
That's what I said. There's a lot of people that like Conor, and there's a lot of people that don't like Conor.
Yeah.
And contrary to what Floyd believes, as I travel, there's a lot of people that like Floyd, and there's a lot of people that don't like Floyd.
I didn't like Conor until I saw him interview. I wanted Jose Aldo to win, but then I saw Conor interviewed. Ariel Helwani interviewed him, and he was really like a humble. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I do like this guy. But sometimes you have to see a guy talk in an interview before you see the part of him that you like, and then you can root for. But him just.
You know what I went to? Because I'm just now getting into UFC and just started watching, and
training.
Yeah, my boxing conditioning today at noon. And I always wanted to know, do you think is it more like you have to have absolutely no fear or skill? Like, which one would you rather have a little bit more?
To be a fighter?
To be
Listen, fighters are, and I'll let Matt talk more about this, but fighters are born. They're not, you don't just go down to, a gym and say, I think I'm going to be a fighter. You either have that in you or you do not. You don't just decide to be one. You're born a fighter.
Right. Okay. That's what I thought.
But you need to develop skills also. I mean, you could be 100% warrior in heart, but if you have no skills, you're just going to take that good. You can take a beating, but you know what I mean? You gotta develop the skills.
There's a very small percentage of the population that are literally legitimate fighters.
Right.
And yesterday, these guys and girls just fought to get into the house yesterday on the Ultimate Fighter. And even though they already fought and they have fights, sometimes going into that house and doing what you have to do, people realize, holy shit, this isn't who I am. Well, and they walk out of the house, they walk out of it's such a different mindset and such a different, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, I missed school for a week because I had a flare-up of psoriasis. So I know I can't be a UFC fighter.
You fight urges.
Yeah, I fight urges with my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis.
Why don't you tell these guys about your balls that you had to tell us about before breakfast?
Oh, my balls?
He's a young guy, but his balls already hang really low.
My balls hang so low, and I just got diagnosed yesterday with epididymitis, which is an inflammation of the epididymis. I thought I had fucking cancer, and then the doctor told me that because of how low my balls hang, and because I've just started these UFC classes, the torsion of the balls hitting against my leg and the outside of my sack has actually called an inflammation of my epididymis. And now, if I want to continue taking these classes, which I am, I got to wear a jock strap. That's what he said.
Where's the
You're
problem?
a shy guy, huh?
That's what I do.
The doctor drew a diagram.
He drew a diagram of my
that's whatever. Hey, where are we at with CM Punk? Is he fighting soon?
So February 6th, this card that we have that was a pay-per-view and now is a Fox Sports 1 card, because the main event fell off, the heavyweight title. So now this card is going to be on Fox Sports 1, February 6th. There's a kid named Mickey Gall that Matt and I found on Looking for a Fight.
You can see it on episode 1. Yeah.
Of Looking for a Fight. This kid's going to fight on that card, and if he wins, he's going to fight CM Punk.
Oh, nice.
So how much longer do we wait for CM Punk to...
So CM Punk will probably fight in
later
June.
This year.
Yeah,
okay.
In June. Again, if this kid Mickey Gall wins, he'll fight Mickey Gall.
If he doesn't win, do you have somebody lined up for CM Punk or another
You guys
possibility?
have to catch up. You're the biggest fan ever. How have you not seen Looking for a Fight yet?
I didn't know what it was. I'm very busy. There's other things on the... If you're on the computer, it's hard for me to get to you.
But I told you when I saw you, I'm not throwing you under the bus, but I go, can you watch the show?
Oh, I'm sure you did. But when I get to the computer, I have a lot of other priorities of things to watch.
Oh, you're funny. Yeah, like that Turkish fucking wrestling you just saw. Jimmy's gonna. He's like, can I subscribe? He's like, please subscribe for this.
I didn't know you wanted to see more of this. There you go. There it is. There, see, his hand
That's
is.
what you thought I meant.
Look, the hand is down his fucking pants.
Yeah, it's really easy.
Oh, shit.
His pants.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Norton's like, once I get through the season of Turkish oil wrestling,
Exactly.
I'll head over to looking for a fight.
Oh my God!
This guy's undefeated.
Literally.
What is he? Is he checking for epididymitis?
They swear this is serious business. And it's
Listen,
not. It's not.
I am not a homophobe, but this
Oh
is...
my God! He just stuck his hand in his ass and then slapped him in the face with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude,
take
Yeah,
wash your
that.
hands.
that's called the double tap. You know what it is? It's like a lot of guys fight these urges, so this is the way they get it out.
Look at that. What are they reaching for?
Yeah, the CM junk.
Look at this.
That's good.
Their names are bedazzled on the back of the leather pants too, and they're. I don't know. It's weird.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, Anthony Bourdain had it on his show, and
Wow.
Hey, Ronda Rousey, where's she at these days too? She's doing all right, huh?
She just did Saturday Night Live,
Yeah,
and she
saw
killed
that.
it.
She did great.
Killed it in the ratings. I thought she did a great job. As an athlete, to go on and do live comedy
Very hard.
with comedians,
Yep.
very tough to do. She killed it, and
She had a sketch with our pal Pete
back.
Davidson that is making the rounds.
Oh, really? Good.
Yeah. She was a teacher, that had sex
Yeah.
with Pete Davidson and a student.
Yeah.
And they had the court case. It was really funny.
Really
funny
funny.
bit. You should maybe we'll send it out.
So her jaw's all
shit.
healed up and stuff. She's not still.
yeah.
Okay.
She's good.
And her next fight's going to be against Holly. We're the winner of the Holly Misha
We'll
fight.
see. We'll see how this thing plays out.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty much whoever. That'll be her
Whoever
next
has
fight.
the belt, she'll fight.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious, right?
Yep.
All right. I think we got to get you out of here in a minute or two, unfortunately.
That sucks.
We have.
Well, it's up to you. I would hang out with you guys all day.
We'll stay all day,
I
too.
want to hear more about Rocky.
That is funny. You come in to promote something, and we spend 40 minutes discussing fucking Paulie throwing turkey out. What was wrong with
kind of
Adrian?
twat Adrian was.
Exactly. Why was he get lightheaded? Hypoglycemic, I think.
How many episodes of Looking for a Fighter online right now?
When you go on, the first one is the pilot, and then
Okay.
episode 1. We'll have another one coming out. We do one a month, so this thing
Great.
comes out one a month. Dana White, Looking for a Fight on YouTube.
You
Yeah,
have the
I'm
best
gonna
ways.
check it out, man.
You have the best ways of finding young fighters. Like it's really cool. Like the fight show in the house. It's amazing how many young guys you get people invested in. People are watching this. They start to like Uriah Hall. I hated him on that show, so I
Right.
wanted to watch him get beat when
How
he came
could you
out.
hate Uriah Hall? He's the nicest guy in the world.
No, I like him now.
Next to Sage
I like
Northcutt.
him now. I didn't like him on the show.
Really?
But since then, we've had him in, and I'm like, oh,
Right.
he's a really nice dude.
Yeah.
I just didn't like his. He reminded me of Kanye in a way. The energy, not the person, the look, but the energy of like just feeling wounded or like isolated.
And after that wheel kick that he landed,
Great fighter, yeah.
Crazy, right?
But then he lost. I was kind of rooting for him. Who beat
But
him?
watch it. So what you have to do is you come into the fights this weekend.
I am on Saturday.
You have to watch these first 2 episodes because Sage Northcutt
Yes.
and Randy Brown are on the first 2 episodes of Looking for a Fight. You have to watch it and tell us what you think.
Okay, because I'm an Anthony Johnson fan. Because Anthony Johnson is I just love watching
Nasty.
him.
He's fighting Bader.
We were just
That's gonna be
talking
good.
about that on the way over here. Matt was just
talking
saying.
about that. I was. So you're going out.
I want Johnson. He throws like Rikers
see that
Island
going?
punches. Like that's what it's funny. That's like watching. He's a very
No, he goes
skilled
to
guy.
kill. But in the past, sometimes the fatigue will catch up. So I mean, I think if Bader has to somehow survive that first round.
Yeah.
And possibly even the second, the beginning. I think the longer it goes, better for Bader. The earlier the guy comes out like a freaking freak.
But he can't wrestle like it seems like those guys like Cormier beat him, and he just can't wrestle on that level of those of Jones or Cormier. So I think he'd probably lose to either of those guys. He already lost to Cormier. That was a really smart
I mean, he was
observation.
attacking him that one time. He shows that he could really hurt those guys. And look what he did to was it Gustafsson?
Yeah, in his home
Yeah.
country,
Yeah.
first
Oh,
round.
man, geez. So he's always got that power to put anybody away. But
I love him. He's one of my favorites. I just love the fact. I just love watching him beat people. He just beats people up, and that's what I want to say. So hopefully he'll
that's
win.
what he
It's like my dad.
We got to wrap. We
Same
got to get
color.
these guys out of here.
All right. So-
Busy day for Dana White and Matt. So, well, the big plug obviously is on the YouTube channel, Looking for a Fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me get the fights this weekend on
Check it
Fox.
out. Yeah.
8 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Anthony Johnson against Bader, and I want to see Sage Northcutt fight too because I've been hearing about
Yeah.
him a lot.
Yeah. So check them out. Both Randy Brown and Sage Northcutt will be fighting on Big Fox this weekend.
Nice. All right.
Take a
Dana
break.
White and Matt Serra, man. Thank you so much for
Thank
stopping
you,
by.
guys.
Good to see you guys again.
Absolutely.
Good to see you guys.
We'll take a quick break. Stay there. Chris,